God loved us first, we love him back. This love was demonstrated by God's deliverance of Israel out of the house of slavery. You say, well, I don't know too much about that. This love was demonstrated in America when he delivered African Americans out of the house of slavery. Amen. It was demonstrated. I saw it. I'm old enough to have experienced it on the tail end. Nothing else in life should concern us more than our desire to love and to be loved by God. Amen. If we do have some other concern that is stronger to us than our love for God, it is not so much that we are breaking God's rules, but that we are really not in a right relationship with God. What are the other concerns? Money, power, security, recognition, sex, or anything else. Our iPads, our iPhones, all of that telecommunications, they become our gods. These false gods will have their own commandments. All right. Look at me because I'm ringing in a message. Answer me because I'm ringing in. Oh, text. Answer the text because somebody texted me and sent me a stupid picture. They got their own rules. You do it. This false god, as I said, will have its own commandments. And guess what? By sometimes keeping those commandments of the false gods, we inevitably violate God's rules. That's why he didn't want the Israelites to mix with the people. He told them, don't even intermarry, not because they weren't decent, not because they weren't people that could be married. It was because they didn't believe in God. They didn't follow God. And he wanted them to be holy and set aside for his work. Observing the 10 Commandments is conceivable only for those who start by worshiping no other God. I know we're past the 10 Commandments, but that's what the Old Testament is for. It's our schoolmaster. It teaches us. If you can't deal with the 10 Commandments, you're not going to be able to deal with the spirit of the law. My eyes, when I think I'm single and I think I did good because I tithed and I gave a little bit to the United Way, then I say, oh, now I can go buy something. I empty out my closet, I go buy some more. That isn't what I'm supposed to do. That's not what I'm supposed to do, because if I was not doing that and doing greater, this world would have fewer people who have issues and concerns, that are hungry and don't have a place to stay. The Bible says no one can serve two masters. This is still in the same text. Either you will hate the one and love the other. I didn't understand that either. He said you cannot serve both God and money. Mammon, that's that Hebrew word, Greek word. It means things, materialism. They knew what it meant. One must serve someone, but a person whose service is divided will love one master. Well, what was happening? Now, today, this is kind of foreign to us. But there was a time when a slave back in the Christian days had two masters. They could have two masters. Well, you know what's going to happen. It's just like I remember my mother when she had two people she worked for. Did they work for? She liked one better than the other one. She liked the mother better than the daughter. The mother had the money and paid for the daughter. She didn't like the daughter, but the daughter treated her like she was the maid. So that's what God is talking about. He says Jesus warns us that we must choose. If we work for possessions, we will end up not liking God. And if we work for God, we'll end up not liking possessions. It's that simple. Mammon, translated in the NIV, is money. It was a common Aramaic term for money or property, but its contrast with God as an object of service here suggests that it has been deified as well as personified. In other words, the money, the mammon, the things have now become our gods, deified, and also personified, which means we've given them a personality. Yeah. We call our cars Black Sassy. Isn't that right, Danila? She said, call it Black Sassy. We call our houses our pad. We just give things these names and we give them personalities.
All right.
I'm saying that so that we get it. But really and truly, that means we're putting it in a priority, in an order, a prominence that it shouldn't be.